over here, you'll have to hit it from the flanks, I think. And above all, keep moving in this direction. You've all got compasses.
We're at the rendezvous point. The task force commander leaves to board one of the destroyers of the escort. And now the convoy will sail through the night to Arroway. Troop ships flanked by destroyers, and led by minesweepers and sub-chasers.
I hate to see that evening sun go down.
Tomorrow belongs to the headlines in hometown papers, to the radio commentators, and the casualty lists. But these few hours belong to each man to spend as he likes. D-Day.
Under the protection of the naval barrage, the first assault waves keep circling, awaiting the order to start in. There they go. A Jap plane. With high explosives. Calling cards to clear the beaches of small arms fire. More planes coming. Ours, we hope. Yep. It's a sky full of angels, our own B-25s. Now it's the Air Force's turn, and they know their way around. They've been softening it up for days in advance. Propaganda leaflets to tell the Jap what's happening to him and why. Drove most of the Japs off the beaches up on the cliff. And that's where the planes work them over. Strafing may not wipe out a ground force, but it keeps them ducking. There's the landing place. The first casualty, result of a Jap machine gun burst. It's safe to raise your head and look at the shore now. And here's why. This is what naval barrage and air bombing can do to a shoreline.
Remember, you can only go forward. You can't go back. There'll be nothing to go back to. Just grab a piece of beach and start shoving.
Still a few snipers around. Patrols grope ahead of the main body to feel out the Jap strength, to locate his positions. all troops, keep advancing. The peninsula was lightly held, but there are still plenty of Japs to comb out. You don't see many, except this kind.
The objective is to push about 3 miles up the peninsula, then dig in and hang on. More and more troops are fed up to the rapidly advancing front by jeeps, alligators, buffaloes. The grab is over. Now to hold on. Counterattacks may strike anywhere, anytime. Better be ready. Beach gun emplacements for all-round security. That's an air raid warning truck under the camouflage. And every man digs a place to dive into when the Zeros come. Communication keeps pace with combat. Switchboard and message center open for business. Supplies are needed faster than ships can bring them. Parachute-borne ammunition coming down. But they don't always select ideal landing places. A job for the pole line crew.
That dirty pool is being converted into drinking water by the Engineer Water Purification Unit. Men may one day forget many things of this war, but never the taste of chlorine. Casualties from the front get attention in the surgical tent. The man on the table got a shell fragment in the leg. Enemy planes. This is what's left of the surgical tent filled with wounded men after a direct hit. For these men, the roads are longest. Having received emergency treatment, the wounded are evacuated to hospitals in New Guinea. This landing was a complete surprise to the Japs, so resistance was light, except at the upper end of the peninsula where the rubber boats went in before dawn. They met heavy machine gun fire before they could reach the beach. The boats were destroyed. The men were scattered. They just couldn't swim and fight at the same time. But the main landing is successful. The Japs have been driven back up the peninsula. The beachhead is established. The task force commander is ready to make his report.
And now for the main event, the landings on Cape Gloucester. Arroway was the feint with the left. Gloucester will be the right to the jaw. Here, here, and here. The forces will capture the airstrip and converge, setting up an American stronghold on the supply line to Rabaul. In the Marine staging areas, it is Christmas Day. The last mass before sailing for Gloucester. Masses of men to land upon 3 separate beaches in the vicinity of Cape Gloucester. This is to be the main effort. It is an army made up of 2 task forces in the teeth of known Jap power. These 2 landings are the first stage in the neutralization and envelopment of Rabaul. On Christmas night, a vast convoy sets out.
Cape Gloucester, New Britain. Nearing the height of the naval bombardment, the first assault load into Higgins boats.